how's it going? So I'm going to make this tutorial about our latest original track. It's called M16, and hope you enjoy this tutorial. Don't remember to like our Facebook page, our Twitter, our SoundCloud, and our YouTube channel. You can find all our music there, originals, bootlegs, and tutorials. So let's go, guys. Okay, I'm starting first with the intro, then the breakdown, build up, drop, and so. So let's get started. I'm using Logic Pro 9, by the way, so if you wanted to know. So here we go. Okay, so this intro, I recommend you to first listen to the whole track and then get back to this video so you can, I don't know, see how's the track going. So first, this is a sample from a gun. It has a compression, channel EQ, and a reverb. Then this bass is actually a sample. I didn't do this bass. I didn't create it. It's from this track. Call us cheaters. Honestly, we don't fucking care. But at first, the kick, it has a low cut, so it's not that bassy. And then it's a little bit. It's 140 hertz, and here is 60 hertz from the low frequencies. And then, okay, that's for the bass. Then here's like a more punchy effect. So here's the gun. Then it has this reversed synth. It has this I like a huge hit in here. I sample it from the Odd2Oid track. It's the snare TGR uses. Here's a clap with a kick. Then it has a reversed sweep. This one over here. And then, like, the most important effect I think is on the intro part is this like spinning lead. It's made with silent. You can hear yeah, so you can hear that effect like spinning all the way up, so it gives a real cool effect. And also I'm going to give these plugins away, these presets away, just the silent one and the sample kick, or you can sample it by your own, it doesn't matter. Okay, so the spinning lick, the kick, the reverb synth, the clap, and the huge hit. Then we have Nicky Romero or Swedish House Mafia, like white noise. Everybody knows it. So, okay, I think, yeah, I sampled this dubstep loop from, I think it's a Vengeance 2 sample pack, and yeah, it's just a loop with a little bit of reverb. Then here there are just samples. You can sample them. It's not like illegal or something like that. So, and the next and last thing I did is add the fuck perk too, that you will hear in here. Sorry for that. Okay, so this sound is also from Silent. It's not a sample. I'm going to explain it later on the drop because it's the same lead I use on the drop. So yeah, for the intro part, that's basically it. Okay, so then we go to our breakdown. Okay, so we have this part. Okay, so for the sweep down, simple effect, as you can see. Okay, and by the way, when you're this solo button, the yellow button, it's just the channel. It's like sounding right away. So we have like this boom effect. Okay, when the build up. Okay, that's the effects. Then we have this guitar loop with a filter. So then we have the piano. It's made with Nexus. It's a soft and tiny piano, and compressor, high cut, nothing else. And these saw chords, obviously they are filtered. This silent preset is from the bank number 1, the big fifth, and it's a little bit of modify. You can change it by looking at this this part A. We did nothing else, and yeah, it has a cutoff filter with the chord progression. And by the way, this track is on E minor. So the first chord, as you can see in the piano, it's an E minor. Then it's a C major, G major, then a D major. That's the whole scale. I mean, the E major, so E minor. I'm sorry. The whole track, it's like around all those chords. So always the chord progression is this. So okay, we have that part, the piano, the chords. Again, a sweep effect, a hit, a hat, okay. Then that's enough for the effects. I think I have a drum in here. Okay, so okay, for the main melody, I have the guitar in here without sidechain. All these 2 bars are without sidechain. Here is the same loop guitar, but I cut it to make like the sound more, I don't know, more dynamic and more progressive. So you can see the chords are working in here. There's no melody on top. It's just the chords from the big fifth that I previously mentioned. It's a big fifth, and the piano is underneath as well. Okay, and for the melody is like the most tricky part. So the melody and the chords are just working together. They're different things, but they're working together. The melody is really simple. I'm sorry. So it's basically that melody. Just layer the sounds together. There's for the melody. There's 3 layers. The first one, silent. Then it's the next one, silent as well. This is just a saw chord, like the lesser type of chord. So yeah, that's basically the melody. And with the chords, with the piano and with the guitar, they're working all together as well. Okay, I forgot to mention I have the sub bass in here. It's the same progression: E minor, C major, G major, D major. So it's always the same progression as well. That's only the sub bass, also made with a silent, is just a sub bass. The equalizer is removing all the highs, just focusing on the lows. Okay, and for the little build up in here. Okay, it's like okay, it's a silent preset, like a medium kind of port, a kind of lead, and it's just pitched up, like the band range is pitched up, as you can see in here, 0 to 10. So it also has a side chain. All my side chains, I use them with the Nicky Romero plugin. It's really cool, really fast, and really easy to use. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so guys, for the melody, the chords and the melody, they're all sent into one bus. For example, this saw chord in here, it's sent into this bus, and in this bus I have different type of, well, I have the effect tricks for that little glitch. Since all these 1, 2, 3, and 4 channels are linked into one bus, they're all having the same effects. This is the same compressor, the same effect, the glitch effect, and the same little reverb, and the sidechain, etc. So these 4 sound in here, like channels, they're linked into that bus. So yeah, that's basically how you achieve those glitchy sounds without applying it to each channel. It really helps you. And okay, that's basically it. And just in here you can see that here is no sidechain. So it's because I automated the sidechain, and here it goes with the kick. No big deal. And the new bass I'm adding in here, so it makes it more punchier, I think. same. E minor, C major, G major, D major. So that's the scale, and this bass is made was made with massive. We made sorry this bass with a lot of effects as well. Sidechain, a sausage fattener for the color and fatness, and all that shit. So it worked, you know. Okay, so for the build up, it's really, well, not complicated, but it's a lot of stuff going on in there. So, okay, first with the leads that are going up, it's just this one note. So all the leads in here, from here they're going up, and here is just a sustain note that it's I'm messing around with the LFO, so it sounds like that's why, you know, and the same constant bass. Okay, so that's from the leads. And the effects, it's okay, so I have the same spinning lead as in the intro. A white noise. Yeah, okay, so for the build up, remember, just the same note as I'm starting the progression, that's E minor, then it's always sustained and then pitched up, then it's a spinning lead, then that's the spinning lead, the snares that are going up and up, like all the way up. Most of you know how to do that. The white noise effect. And yeah, the only thing that's different in here is the hard so. Then for the good part, here's the vocal. Say hello to my little friend. It's just we sample the vocal. Say hello to my little friend. Reverb. We add for the vocal, we add a compressor, channel, sausage fattener, and a reverb, so it can sound like clean and fat. And then we have the gun before the drop. Here we go. So. Say hello to my little friend. The drop is really easy. It's just the bass that I told you I sample. This one. Okay, that's the bass. Then it's a hard so. So it's just simple notes, constant notes. But the important thing in here is not like having the right sound. It's just having the right effects, because without all the effects I use for this, the sound will be like this. So the important thing is that you learn how to work your effects with your plugin, so that will give you a really different sound. Then I have my perk. So okay, to make this sound, I will give you the key. To make this sound real big and juicy, like all the big room DJs are doing it right now, it's okay. First, you have to remove the lows because your bass is using all the low frequencies. So you just want the high frequencies to work with your mix. So you don't want your mix to be like jam or something like that. So limit the lows, remove the lows and the really high frequencies. Then with a simple equalizer. So then we're opening Ozone. And with Ozone, what I did is just boost this. It was, I think, Ozone give you the sound in here, and I boost this shit up, and then go to my equalizer, get put the frequency a little bit high, removing a little of the lows, and just boosting up the mids as well. Dynamics, stereo imaging, I didn't do anything. The reverb just 30%. It was like this, and I just put it up like to 30% or so. That's basically how you get your sound so big. And then add a limiter because you don't want all your sounds like going all over the place. Just channel equalizer, Ozone, a limiter, a kickstart for the sidechain, and yeah, that's basically it. And I have a little bit of reverb in here, but that's, you know, basically it. Okay, for the fuck perk one, the same presets, the same effects I applied to the hard cell, I use it for the fuck perk. So it's a silent plugin. I mean, it's a silent BST, and it's a plugin I found, and I recreated the lead. So as you can see, it's just a single note. There's no, and the reason it's just a single note, it's because I activated the arpeggiator, so you don't have to like mess around with many notes and stuff. The arpeggiator is doing all the work for you. I'm going to give this sample as well, so that's basically it. In here, I bounce my melody with with the same chord progression, not changing the progression. So actually, it sounded like this. So you know, you can have like that effect. Then it's the gun effect in here with the reverb. And then for this sound, I just changed the rhythm. Okay, so for that standard lead, I used also a Vengeance sample. I like the it's loop, so okay. The original loop is this one. Okay, without the effects I applied. So I just like the first standard lead, the E minor lead. So that's how I did it. The melody, it's the same as in the beginning. I just added a little lead in here. I added just this melody. But it is just the same acoustic guitar. With a little kick in here. Okay, so when the melody starts, it's the same, but in here, what I changed is like a trap part. So I just found a little loop. It's like a trap loop, and the sub kick from the trap bass, it's well. To making, I made this bass. I sample a kick, well, a bass kick, and I just put it in the piano roll, and I just started like playing with the different progression. Well, not progression, but the different basses. And these trap kicks, I always get them from. Okay, it's the BTR. No, it's a 808 Mafia. It has really good trap stuff, and I found a kick and I liked it, and just sample it and hit the same. From the build up in here, it's the same as the first one, and then on the second drop, there's like a lot of sounds going on in there. It's not as simple as the first time. So in here, it's different. So it's the same like style. The rhythm is different though. It has this little sound in here. I found it on silent, the same effects, the same plugins. I just changed it this one. And I really liked it, so the same stuff in here. In here, it's just, I'm adding this one. It's a lead from Silent as well. Hardstyle effects. And this sub, of course. The clap and the bass. Okay, so that's basically it, guys. I mean, if you had if you have more questions, I try to help you. I'm going to. I'm not used to making tutorials so much, but thank you guys for watching. Oh, you also always ask me what do I use for my master channel. Well, I don't use anything on the master channel. Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, the master channel here, it's empty. I don't have like shit. I mean, it's just this one to. I use this plugin just to check out the track like frequencies and waveforms, but that's it. like the main channel or the master channel, you don't want to use anything at the beginning. Just try to make the track good as it can sound, and then you bounce the track and you export it or whatever, and then you do the master process. Because if you add plugins when you're making the track, that will be a mess. So you want to uh, add nothing in here. So that's my recommendation, and hope you guys enjoy it, and see you next video.